In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to edit social media posts in Canva. So right now I have a month of content open from the marketing suite, and this is April's social posts, and these posts are just single page posts and carousels that you can scroll through. I'm also going to show you how to edit reels and videos too. So when you're using a template in Canva, you'll open it up and your screen will look like this. You'll have a big view of the template itself, and on the left you have different design tools that you can use within Canva. One of the first things that I like to do when I open a new Canva template is at the bottom right there are these 4 boxes for grid view. Click grid view and then you can see all the pages. That's what each little post or each section of a design is called in Canva. You can see all of the pages at once to see kind of what you're working with. So for this example, this is April's social media content. So I can see all of April in one spot. But let's say that I want to edit it. I'm going to click on this document right here, this page, and this is a listing post. It's a little bit different. It doesn't just say just listed. It says, would you live in this home, to really stand out on social? And I want to edit this post. Well, on the left, you're going to see the different Canva editing tools. So to quickly go over those so that you're familiar with them, you have design at the top where you can use some of Canva's pre-designed templates, which we're not going to worry about today because we're using a marketing suite template. If you've used a brand kit, you can save your styles here or change out colors easily using this design option. Elements is a section you're probably going to want to use frequently. Elements is where you can find graphics, you can find images, you can find stock video. So let's say I was looking for a photo of Orlando. I'm here in Orlando. I can type in Orlando, and then I can see different photos and videos for Orlando. Whenever you see a little crown icon, that means that that asset is only available to pro or paid users. So that can help you decide, does it make sense for you to upgrade or not? So you have your elements there. You have text underneath. So you can see your text options. That brand kit I mentioned, if you do create a brand kit in Canva, this is where you can save your logos, you can save your colors, and you can save your fonts, different graphics and images. So I've created that for ideas for real estate. So it's really easy for me to see the different colors and fonts that we want to use. Uploads is just what it sounds like. That's where you're going to upload files. So you can upload images of listings here. You can upload images of yourself. And a tip that I have for using the upload section is make sure that that original file name includes a keyword. So if you want to go back and find it later, it's really easy. So let's say you have a listing, 123 Magnolia Street, and the photographer already labeled all the photos, 123 Magnolia Street, image 1, image 2, whatever. You can use the search feature to easily find that. Or one thing that I do is I'll search my name, and then I have photos of myself that come up very quickly. So you have your uploads here. You have different tools. Kind of like, this reminds me of that art feature we used to have like on the old PC computers. You have projects, if you want to access a project, apps, like I mentioned at the beginning, bulk create. So if you're making like a bunch of business cards at one time, you can translate, and you have different options down here that will come up depending on what you're using in your account. But for the most part in Canva, you're really going to use this element section. And then when you click on the actual template at the top, you're going to see some options as well. And this is very much like you might see in Word or other editors. When you click on text, you're going to see the text options come to the top. Anytime that you see an image that has a cloud and then like those rolling hills, that means it's a placeholder. So you can put an image there in that template that makes sense to go there. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go to the uploads, and since we're doing a listing, would you live in this home? What I'm going to do is come to my uploads, and I'm going to drag this over onto the cloud, and it's going to drop into that spot. Now let's say that's not exactly how I want things to be sized. You can double click on it, and you can move it around. You can make it bigger or smaller to adjust it in that spot so it looks exactly like you want it to look. Maybe that doesn't look very good. And if I want to see it a little better, at the bottom here, I can zoom in and I can zoom out using that Canva scroll feature. So mess around and say, okay, do I like that? Does that image look a little crooked there? Maybe I want to switch that out for a different image that I might have that looks a little bit better vertically. Maybe I say, okay, maybe I want to feature this instead. You have options and you can kind of see what looks the best. Now, when it comes to text, you just click on the text and you can edit it. So just click on the text and you can edit anything in the text, very similar to Word. You also have the option to change the font. So if you've clicked on the text, you can come up here and click to change the font. So you can use the fonts that come with the template, or you can change it to one of your fonts. You can make sizes bigger and smaller by just dragging it bigger and smaller. You can also make things bold, italicized, pretty much all the options that you have on like email or Word or any of your text editors. So come on over to the next page and say, okay, I want to drop in another image. This might work better in this spot. And you can start filling it in. And when it comes to your templates, you want to make sure that you're using images of yourself, of course, and it's very helpful if you have a variety of images of yourself. So you're not just always using that same headshot. So we want to fill in the post to how it looks and really make sure it looks its best, and then you can download it to use it. Let's take a look at another post. Okay. So some posts, when you use marketing suite templates, they don't really have a lot of edits that they need done to them. Maybe you need to add your username, which is like your handle on social. So mine is ideas for real estate. I'll edit that. And this second page just has a picture of me. So I'll say, okay, drag and drop it over here. I look really tiny, so maybe I want to make myself bigger right there. And then you can update the name and information. Once you do that, you can easily download these images so that you can share them on social. So if you want to download the images, you're going to go to the top right corner and click share. Then we're going to go to download. And you can download all of the pages, so all the posts at one time, or you can just select the pages that you're working on. So I was working on pages 44 and 45. So I could come here to 44 and 45. And they're even labeled. So the marketing suite templates are labeled so you know which one is which. Click done and download, and then I'll download that post to my computer. What I recommend you do is, if you are working on marketing suite social media content for the month, is that you look at all of your posts at one time. So you kind of have an idea of what's going on for the month. Then you start filling it out, and then you download the posts. And if you need any help, you don't know, you're not sure how to edit things, or you forget something, these first couple of pages in the document walk you through the basic editing that I've showed you here. It also shows you how to do a few editing tricks that are going to save you some time. So you saw that I had an option to change my name or my username on these posts. You maybe don't want to do that for every single post. That's going to take a little bit of time. So you can use a feature called Find and Replace to find and replace those prompts with your own information. So go to File, Find and Replace Text, and then right here's a list of things and the placeholders that I might want to find and replace. So I want to replace agent name, which is in the document 11 times, with my name. And then I replaced it everywhere. Maybe I want to replace insert username with ideas for real estate. And that was 55 times. I can replace it across the entire document by clicking replace all. So that's going to save you a lot of time. Another option that's going to save you time that has directions right here at the beginning of the document is how to use stock images. So right now we have the insider guide. So every month we do a local insider guide for your area. This really positions you as that local expert, helps you engage your sphere. Sellers know that you're an expert in the area. Buyers who are interested in the area can learn more. So we always have these insider guides. And it's nice if you have an image of your actual area there. So if you have an image you've taken, you can pop that on over there from uploads, or you can upload your own image, or you can, or you can upload a stock image. So remember I was searching for Orlando earlier? I can come through here and say, okay, I like this picture of Orlando. And I'm going to change this text to say April Orlando, the April Insider's Guide to Orlando. And I'm going to come over here and grab a picture of me. I look kind of little there. That's not the best. Maybe that one. It already says Heather Colby, and I'm good to go. So definitely check out the elements section for stock images of your market. Some are better than others. Obviously, if you live somewhere that's larger, you're going to have more images to choose from. So you can kind of take a look here and see if there's something that you might want to use. So that's a great little hack there. And there's a reminder in the instructions. So as you're coming through and doing your content for the month, you know that you have your pictures that you can upload. You can also check the stock images, and the templates in the marketing suite have lots of images for you. The only time that they don't is when we're wanting you to customize it with a picture of you or your local market. So like this example, these are all images that we've taken here at Ideas for Real Estate that you have access to. And sometimes in these social media templates, let's say like this one, we give you an option that has an image there. So this one is, your commute is stealing your time, so let's take it back. Living here will put you just X minutes from popular place. So for example, I could say living here will put you just 15 minutes from the airport, from downtown, and you talk about it more in the caption and you follow the caption. But maybe I have a picture that I could put right there. So I could have uploaded a picture, or maybe there's a picture that's relevant that I can use, and I can customize it that way. So you have a lot of options. I just want to show you the customization in this video so that you're familiar with how to customize it for your social posts. Now, a few tips about the sizing of your social posts. All of these social posts are sized portrait size. So that is bigger than square, and square images now are kind of gone on platforms like Instagram. And when you look at an Instagram feed, you're going to see this size. And when you're looking at your templates, all of these templates are sized correctly so that they're going to look good when you're sharing them on social. You can 100% change these things, but you really run the risk of it being in the wrong spot and getting caught up and getting cut off. So just be careful when you're editing things, and try to keep things the same size and orientation that they are in the templates. You don't have to change anything, but if you are customizing it, that's a tip for you right there, because that's already sized correctly. So once you have gone through here and you've edited your posts, which shouldn't take you too long, we're just adding a few pictures here and there, or deciding what we want to use, then you can share and download. Now, this is how you edit social media posts. In the next part of the video, I'm going to show you how to edit Reels.